Hey everyone, it's Ceree. Welcome to Friday, Fun Friday. And I am part of the Spiritual View crew. Thank you for joining us. We are so honored that you stopped by to see the channel. We do both daily videos and a monthly video. And next week on the 20th will be, or 21st will be our monthly recording. And we encourage you to visit and join in then. Wanted just to acknowledge we're here on a weekend, and for whatever reason, today I'm feeling the need to pull a relationship spread. So I've got a bunch of decks. I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot deck, one of my favorites, because I live by the ocean, dressed in blue. I've got my shell on. And so I really felt called to talk about relationships today. It could be with ourselves, but also it could be with another person, and it could be someone that you are in a relationship now or potentially would like to be in a relationship. So I've got a number of decks that I'll be using today, and I am just going to get us started by taking a couple of very nice deep cleansing breaths. If you'll just close your eyes for a moment, just relax. It's Friday. Deep breath in. Relax. Breathe in love. Exhale out. I'd like to thank Spirit, Archangels, Angels, ancestors, and guides for being here with us today. And I'm asking Archangel Michael to protect and guide this conversation that we're about to have. May this information be to our highest and greatest good. So be it. Again, very happy to have you join me. And so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a relationship. And I'm going to pull a spread that we use that is around you and another person. All right. So think of that person that you're inquiring about. Could be a love relationship, could just be a friendship. And you want to know what's going on between you and them. So I'm going to cut the deck. And bottom of the deck is a 7 of Cups. So that's the underlying energy between the two of you. And 7 of Cups can oftentimes mean there may be confusion about feelings, about how one feels about the other. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the deck. But in the meantime, I'm going to get started with some oracle messages. And this one is one of my favorites, the Akashic Tarot deck. I'm actually an Akashic Records reader, so I do that as much as I do tarot, where you actually look at the journey of the soul, and you can look at past lives and patterns, things that have happened in your past incarnations that could be aiding you or maybe blocking you in your current lifetime. And so I help people as they are looking to put together their soul's journey and blueprint. And so these cards I use in my readings, and I find them to be really, really helpful and very inspirational. All right, I'm going to take this one. Okay, so as it relates to this relationship, we're going to read for the collective. It's called Setting Your Course. All right. And as I look through here, all right, setting your course. Here's a picture, and it shows the captain of a ship standing on the forward bridge, surveying the horizons through a telescope. 2 officers nearby refer to an unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. This is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Don't limit yourself to one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find the way to limitless opportunities and boundless wealth. Aha! This card can also show a potential partnership or affiliation among 3 people who can be helpful along your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda. Okay, so starting message, setting your course, all right? Could be travel involved, could be relo, could be a potential partnership with 1 or more people, potentially this person. I'm going to pull another card about this relationship. This is from Wisdom of the Oracle, another favorite of mine. And we're just gonna see what comes out about this relationship. Oh, that one wanted to come out. All right. And we got yin. All right. So I'm gonna read you the yin energy, which I know it's lovely energy. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. So this is also about not only giving, but about receiving. And in relationships, it says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. So as it relates to relationships, there's a message coming through about this relationship, and one or both parties need to be in a position of receiving. The Six of Pentacles is a great card because it talks about generosity and giving to others, but there's also a message around that we also have to be receptive. We can't give all the time, because if you do, your well runs dry and you are emotionally exhausted and bankrupt. So there is some sort of message coming through about this relationship that suggests there needs to be equal give and take to have a balanced relationship. So let's start first. We pulled the energy of the deck. The bottom of the deck was the Seven of Cups. So could be some confusion. We've got some messages going on around equal give and take, or the need to be receptive in this relationship. I'm just going to lay these out. If you'll bear with me for just a second. And I'm just going to start laying these out. Okay. Interesting energy coming through. And then I'm going to read through these and I'm going to clarify where we feel like we need a little bit more information. Okay. Okay. So think of the person on your mind. Think about the challenges. Think about what's been going on. Your energy right now is showing up as the Four of Pentacles, okay? And Four of Pentacles is something that we've manifested that we're holding on to. This is a really beautiful depiction of the Four of Pentacles. But in this relationship, or your energy, the question that I would ask is, what might you be holding on to? Is it the relationship? Is it the idea of the relationship? You may not be talking to this person or actually in communication with them. So there may be an energetic component or aspect to this that says, I might be holding on to this person's energy a little bit too strongly. So there'd be a clarifier question that I would ask, why? So I'm gonna ask Spirit why the Four of Pentacles is here for your energy. Okay. Yeah, and this is the Queen of Swords. She's the badass queen, lover. And this is about discernment. So this is the ability to look right now at your energy, but also what might you be holding on to in this relationship? Is it an energetic hold? Is it you're holding on tangibly to either money, time, resources, or maybe overthinking about this individual? But again, it suggests that there's an opportunity to relax and to let things move with the flow. Their energy is showing up as the King of Swords. Now, what's interesting is that I just pulled the Queen of Swords. There's discernment around your energy about this situation that's necessary. King of Swords, again, I liken this to King Solomon from the Bible, where very wise, just is right down the line, very objective, just calls it as it is. That is their energy right now that they're coming to the table with. In the middle, the joint energy between the two of you is the King of Pentacles. So two kings here. So some very strong energy. And this is an energy of very grounded, very stable, secure, very abundant. And so it's an energy that suggests quite a bit of abundance and stability in the energy between the two of you. All right. The way that you're looking at the relationship potentially with this person is through the lens of the Queen of Wands. Love her. So we've already gotten a couple of queens and a couple of kings. So some big energy here. And she is full of passion. She knows what she wants. She is not afraid to go get it. It's very action oriented. And so she's looking at this relationship through the lens of passion. I'm going after what I want. So it's very clear to me from your energy that you know what you want and you're not afraid to go after it. And so this is a relationship that you seem pretty passionate and positive about. Where they are, which is really interesting because this is a kind of a tell, Nine of Swords. And if you look at this card, you see someone looking down. They've got swords. They're in a tent looking down at the mermaid who's looking up. This is typically around anxiety. So this individual, though they might have clarity, they're very anxious right now, probably in their head. They're overthinking, overanalyzing. Let me ask Spirit why we have the Nine of Swords here for their look or their view of the relationship right now. Okay. What is Spirit? All right. What is Spirit telling us? Okay. So Page of Cups. So this could mean this is typically, it's a young energy, but it's a message. It's are they contemplating reaching out to you? A message. It could be even apology. Sometimes the Page of Cups is an apology. So it might appear that something's happened between the two of you, and they know that they need to come clean, and they need to offer an apology or a small offer or gesture to come forward to start the communication again. It would seem to me that if they're up all night thinking and overanalyzing this, that something they said or did may have created issues in the relationship. Now, what's interesting is the message to you from Spirit is the Tower. So what's the Tower about? So Spirit, tell us what the Tower is about. And as you know, towers are moments that come out of the blue. And they can be positive towers, but it's usually just something that's unexpected that you don't see coming. It's interesting. You got the Strength card. Okay, so Leo season. So it might be happening in Leo time here, not too long from now. And I'm going to take another card. You may have some communication. It would seem that if you're not talking to this person, you may hear from them in Leo season, which is coming up over the next couple of months. So there may be something, if you're not in communication, you may hear from this individual with some sort of text message, reach out, or even an apology. Now, what Spirit is telling the person in question that you're thinking about is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is a card of, I'm either overwhelmed, overburdened, or I need to surrender. And so the question that I would have is, has this person been apart from you or in denial about their feelings for you? And do they need to surrender? I'm going to ask Spirit, why is the Ten of Wands here? What's behind that? Archangel Michael is here. And this is a temperance, and this is a beautiful energy of being in the flow. It's balance. And so there's something that your person needs to balance, needs to let go of, needs to surrender to in order for this relationship to move forward. So it would seem to me that it's divinely orchestrated here, and you've got something coming to you out of the blue from this individual. And hopefully it will be in the form of some sort of I'm sorry and a gesture of kindness to you. Now, what you don't know about them right now is the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is, fours are stability, and they're foundational cards. So this is around success, Sometimes people call this the twin flame card. This is not a twin flame reading, but again, the Four of Wands is indicative of the foundation for success. So perhaps your person is trying to put some things in place in order to make this relationship work. And it sounds like there's some things that probably needed to be healed. And what they don't know about you is the Queen of Cups. You are heart-centered, you are nurturing, kind, compassionate, that you've got this beautiful energy that flows out of you. They probably either don't appreciate it as much or they don't know the depth of your heart. And so I also show you, I've got rose quartz that I keep around me to keep my heart open and centered. And so you don't know about them, the Four of Wands. What they don't know about you is the Queen of Cups. The likely outcome right now in this relationship, kind of what Spirit's message around the outcome. Right now it's interesting. There are two cards. There's a Four of Swords, which is individual healing. So there's a lot of healing right now that needs to happen in this relationship. I'm going to pull a card from the Archangel Raphael healing cards from Enduring Virtue. What needs to be healed in this relationship? Okay. All right. I'm going to pull two cards. One is sunshine and sunlight. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine. So maybe getting outdoors and stretch. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you by staying by my side and motivating me to take excellent care of myself in different ways. So I'm going to look at sunlight and stretch. It says on stretch, Archangel Raphael is guiding you to stretch your body in gentle, feel-good postures. These stretching methods are wonderful for stress management. So there's something about stress and taking the time so that you take care of you. And this is the essence behind this card. And then sunlight is the sun's rays have natural curative power. Balancing your exposure is essential to avoid sun damage, but this card is guiding you to get some vitamin D. So if you are not out in nature, this is another message for self-care so from Archangel Raphael, stretching, yoga, just taking care of your physical body, but also allowing yourself to get some natural sunlight to allow that vitamin D to come in. So those are some recommendations from Archangel Raphael. But there's some healing going on in this relationship, the Four of Swords. And what I love about this card, in the traditional tarot deck, actually there's some history behind it, that these were knights. It shows a knight on a sarcophagus with a sword. And the night before battle, knights would go and lay on their casket or sarcophagus as a symbol and gesture of honor, to honor death in the event that they didn't come back. So it's a card of great individual healing. And so this card suggests that both of you at this point are going through a healing process. We also have the Five of Swords. Now, what's interesting, the Five of Swords can be indicative of some gaming or some manipulation going on. So I'd like to ask, why is the Five of Swords here? What's going on with the Five of Swords? Okay. It's interesting. I got two cards that came out, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a very spiritual card, and it tends to do with our belief systems. And so is there something going on between the two of you that's really challenging your belief systems? Is this a non-traditional kind of relationship? Is it something that is out of the norm for you, or for those around you who would accept a relationship, maybe a love relationship? And the other card that came out is the Empress, which she's the sum of all the queens, but this is about birthing something new. So there's something going on around the Five of Swords, has there been some past gaming or manipulation, or maybe some lies, just some things going on that might not be up and up as it relates to challenges around what we believe, our morals, our integrity, and we're trying to birth something new. Is this a new way of looking at love, a new way of looking at what you want in a relationship that could have looked different in the past? And again, the energy underneath has been the Seven of Cups. So it seems to be there's a underlying current of some confusion in the relationship. So I'm going to ask Spirit, I'm going to ask for a message. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle card. So the outcome right now, there's one last card here, but I'm going to pull this. The one last card, though, even though there's some individual healing going on, which is great, and there's something trying to birth new that is really a very different sort of relationship or belief system about love that existed from the past. There's something different. But the last outcome card, which is interesting, is the Six of Wands. Sixes are about success and victory. And so this would suggest that through healing and through really looking at this relationship and trying to birth a new cycle, a new way of being together, and not going back to the old patterns and the old way of being through our belief systems. And many of us, we married people because that's what we thought we were supposed to do, or our parents told us we should do this by a certain age. But now everything is being redefined. You know, what you do moving forward is completely up to you based on your beliefs. So there is hope here, because I do believe that there is success in the wind that could come about at any time. Now, is there a challenge in the relationship? Yeah, there's a lot to work through here. But again, it suggests that there could be a favorable outcome. All right. So what is Spirit's message for this relationship? And this is Wisdom of the Oracle. And this is called Truth Be Told. Okay. And so I'm gonna read you Truth Be Told here as it relates to relationships. Now, this means honesty, accepting things at face value, which is the Queen of Swords, coming out of denial. And part of this Five of Swords could be some denial going on as well. Clarity of communication. And again, we got the communication card as one of the clarifiers for the Tower. So there's going to be some communication coming. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing. And then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the believer. This is not a time to debate which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that may have kept you tied in an illusion. This will set you free. Be authentic to you and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. Now, this is interesting as it relates to relationships. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to pay attention and listen to what they say and how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing has so helped you to become more attuned to yourself. Please don't hold back. It's time to speak your truth. All right, so there's some messages speaking your truth, the communication coming in, taking care of your physical body, and doing the work to heal and to heal in this relationship. So I'm going to ask Spirit, what's one last message if we were to say, okay, we wanted this for the weekend. What's one last card that's going to give us one last piece of advice for the weekend? Okay, the Fool. All right, so this is the card of taking a leap of faith. And so if this person contacts you out of the blue, and says, I'm sorry, or makes an honest gesture with you and wants to communicate their truth, I think it's time for you to speak your truth and to honor who you are as a person. And I think that this relationship looks like it is going through transformation. There is healing that's going on between the two of you, and healing going on within each of your hearts individually. But again, from the past, there may have been some confusion about how the two of you felt about one another. So that is the reading. And again, it's messages for the weekend, and this is a collective message. So take what resonates for you. And just wanted to make a comment about our team. We do private readings, so if you want to have a reading with myself or any of the readers, there's information in the description box below. We do daily videos, but we also do once a month videos. So the following Friday, the 21st, on summer solstice, we'll be doing an interview conversation between all of us on the spiritual view. We would hope that you would join us. Again, it's Fun Friday. I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead. Please take care of yourself, rest, relax, and as Archangel Raphael says, stretch, get some sun outdoors, and take care of you first, because you're the only copy that you have, and no one can do it for you. So again, thank you. We're all in humble gratitude for you being with us and watching our channel. Please like, subscribe, and share, make comments below, and we will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.